thanks for your patience. It has been a while, I know, and somebody has been anxiously waiting for the next episode, though I've been really busy those last couple of months, so I hope you forgive me. This chapter is going to be about brightening and lightening up things a little bit. Brightening and lightening up. Just a polite way to say he wants to fire me. Don't worry, this cranky alter ego of mine is gonna stick around. He just gained popularity in my video clips and memes. There is no way I can get rid of him. So, you tried some dyes and you realized they're too dark, even though you let them dry and still too dark. If you would have used acrylics or paint, that would have been easy. You just add some white to it and it makes it lighter, yeah. But with alcohol or water-based dyes that are inks as such, as far as I know, there is no white ink. So the only way to lighten them up is to use solvent. Alcohol for alcohol-based dyes and water for water-based dyes. Sounds easy. So that's what we're going to play with today. First, I fill 4 mixing wells with dye reducer or alcohol or whatever solvent is appropriate depending on the dyes you use. The first empty well is destined for a load of undiluted dye straight from the bottle. I dip a drinking straw that serves as a pipette into the bottle, hold it on top tightly with my finger and only let go over the target. This way, I did a clear transfer with no droplets or blobs across my workspace. Now I take 1 brush load of the pure dye and mix it in the second well full of solvent. After I press out the load of dye from the brush, and I insist, do press but don't pull on the hair. You wouldn't like it either to have your hair pulled, wouldn't you? Again, repeat the operation. 1 brush load from previous well to the next well. It kind of is like a homeopathic dilution of the active substance down to almost clear color. To avoid any contamination and to save me time of cleaning out my brush at each step, I'll be using cotton swabs. Remember in a previous episode where I talked about the preciousness of leather? Well, this is why I'm using Bristol paper instead of leather for this demonstration. You already can see where I'm getting at. The more I go down the wells, the clearer my color gets. So my black turns into grey, kind of bluish grey already. And colors is changing. And here we'll see what I made out of it. Now we can repeat the same operation with different colors, just out of curiosity to see what results we get out of it. You'd have to stick your nose into books to know more about finesse, dyeing, and coloring. I mean, there's only so much I can cover in 10 minutes. The oldest book that I have is from 1954 by Al Stolman, How to Color Leather. In there he goes into about details how to do monochrome, with using a dye reducer. A couple of years later, actually, the printing techniques have improved since. And then coloring leather again, Al Stolman, where he even gives us a dye chart. You can actually make your own dye chart like this, where he uses straight from the can the dye, and then 2 parts, 5 parts, and 10 parts of reducer. And you can see, like, you get a whole bunch of different hues just by each color. His disciple and today's grandmaster, of course, is Peter Main, and his book here, A True Work of Art, by the way, also explains the reduce technique of brightening up colors. And when you see his color examples he gives in his books, I mean, really, you must have that book. Otherwise, something's missing. Tony and Kay Layer, also a book. Okay, Fiebing's people, just close your eyes for a second. Here we go. Yeah, that one's from 2009. Again, how to use solvent, in this case water, to get different colors and shades just from one primary color, and then expanding into different kinds of techniques. The crowning piece of all these books is, of course, Fiebing's fantastic finishes by Tony and Kay Layer. You get 24 pages of incredible demonstrations, detailed illustration, and vivid photographs, which take you through the process of coloring and finish your leather projects. Sorry, I won't have the time to go through each single color of this vast dye chart from the Fiebing products, but I guess you got the drift. So, if you liked it, don't forget to put a on it and share it as much as you can, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye. Oh, okay then. Bye.